Hello and welcome. This is Desiree Alexander again, and in this video I'm going to show you how to manage, create, and edit and delete your bookmarks. In Google Chrome, your favorites are called bookmarks. You can actually import your favorites from other web browsers, but you cannot do it on a Chromebook. So you would have to go to a traditional laptop or computer. You will have to log into your Google account, and then what you will have to do is you're going to have to go to your three hot dogs or your settings. You're going to go to bookmarks, and you're going to see a button on here called import bookmarks. So that's how you can actually import your bookmarks from another web browser, for example, Firefox or Internet Explorer. So if you have a whole bunch of favorites in there that you would love to use with your new Google account, you just cannot do it on a Chromebook. Because if you really think about it, on the Chromebook, all you have is the Chrome browser. So it can't import it from Internet Explorer because Internet Explorer does not exist on this device. So you would have to go again to a desktop or a laptop and do it on there. So we're going to start with creating our bookmark bar. So you see this little bar right here? This is where all of your bookmarks can live. So how do you create that is you come here to your hot dogs, you go to bookmarks, and you go to show bookmark bar. You're going to make sure that that is checked. If you don't want to show it for some reason, you can definitely click it and uncheck it. But when you want it to show, you come here and make sure that it is checked. When it's checked, you'll have your bookmark bar right underneath here. How do you create a bookmark? You can do it in different ways, but in my opinion, some of the easiest ways are you go to the website that you want to go to in your Omnibox and you click the little star. It says bookmark this page. When you click the little star, it's going to ask you what do you want to name this bookmark and where do you want it to be located. I'm going to leave mine on my bookmark bar, especially since I haven't created any other folders yet. So I'm going to leave mine on my bookmark bar, and I don't want the word home. So I'm just going to put, I want this to be called Ed Tech Team. So I'm going to delete home and say done. Notice I now have my Ed Tech Team bookmark. Another example of how you can get a bookmark on here is I can highlight the URL that's up here, and I can actually drag it down here. So I highlighted it and I'm just dragging it right now. And now I have the bookmark. Now notice that this bookmark has a whole bunch of words on it. If I want to edit a bookmark, I can right click on it and go to edit. That way I can rename it. Let's say I just want to call it Walmart. So I can rename it and then click save. So now my bookmark is just Walmart. Okay, so those are two ways you can get your bookmarks. You can also right click. You can bookmark all the tabs that you have open. And I've talked about that in the video that is all about tabs. Okay. You also have your settings bar over here. If you click that, you can go to bookmarks and say bookmark this page. Or you can hit Control and D on your keyboard. So a whole bunch of ways you can bookmark your tabs. So those are two ways. Notice that the bookmark bar is not very big. Once you have all these bookmarks with all the words, it's going to fall off. So a tip to making your bookmark bar really work for you is if you already know what the icon means. Like I know that this little star is Walmart, and I definitely know the little leaf is Ed Tech Team. What I can do is I can right click and edit, and if you do not put any words in the name column, you can hit save. Ta-da! Now all I have is the icon. If I don't need the words by it, that's going to save a bunch of space on my bookmark bar. So now all I have are the little icons. Now let's say I have this Ed Tech Team bookmark, but I also need to bookmark another page on the EdTech team, maybe the one about books. So what I can do in that case, because I don't want to just have a whole bunch of little leaves up here and I'm not going to know what in the world it's for. So what I can do in that case is maybe I could just put a big B. So I know that this is EdTech team and then this is EdTech team with books. So do whatever you need to do to organize your bookmarks. It doesn't have to be cute and it doesn't have to make sense to anyone else but you. But if you have to click on each one to know what it is, that's absolutely defeating the purpose. So if I didn't know what this icon was, and I'm like, okay, every time I always have to hover over it or I always have to click on it, then just leave Walmart by it. That's okay. Just know it has to make sense to you. Another thing you can do with your bookmarks is you can actually move them around. So if I wanted this B one to be before the other one, I can do that. I can move them all around however I want to move them. So that way you can make it very, very productive. We can put the ones that you go to every day closer to the left and then the ones that you may not use that much further on. Another thing you can do is put a folder. So what I can do is I'm going to right click anywhere on my bookmark bar that doesn't have a little icon. I'm going to right click and say add folder. If I add a folder, now I can put bookmarks inside this folder. Just a little tip that I usually do is I make a folder that's called FAV for favorite. You can call it whatever you want to call it. And then in this folder, I will have different bookmarks and I will have different folders. I am a bookmark baby. I love, love, love to have a million bookmarks. So what I do is I only put the bookmarks that I'm going to go to every single day or that I know I'm going to go through at least once a week on my bookmark bar. All of the rest of the bookmarks go under my favorites folder. So how do I do that? If I have my favorites folder, I'm going to come here, right click and say add another folder. So maybe this folder is going to be called bills. Ta-da! Now I can say add another folder. Maybe this folder is called work. Then I can go under my bills folder and say add another folder. This can be weekly bills. So when I go into favorites, I go into bills, and now I have weekly. You can create folders inside folders inside folders. You can get as organizing as you want to. Now, how do I get stuff in here? Couple of ways. One is I can actually take bookmarks that I already have and drag them into whatever folder I want them to be in. So for example, now if I go to favorite, bills, weekly, I have my Walmart in there. If I now want to edit and put Walmart as a title back on it, I can absolutely do that as well. Another way is if you go to a website and you make it a favorite, remember it asks you where do you want that favorite. Remember all I had was bookmark bar and other up there before, and I had to choose another folder. But now look at this. I have all of the folders that I created. Now, if I look at this list and go, wait, I know I want it under bills, but I can't remember which folder is under bills, because especially when you have like a million folders. So that way, I'm going to go to choose another folder so I can see them in an organized way. So now I know, oh, weekly was the one that was under bills. Well, I don't want it. I just want it under work. So I'm going to say save. Now I can come here and I have bills, weekly, Walmart, and under work I have Yahoo. Last but not least, let me show you how to delete a bookmark. So you would come here to any of the bookmarks that you have. You can right click and hit delete. It's that simple. You can also delete a whole folder if you would like, but it's that simple to come up here and delete any bookmarks and delete any folders that you have. If I come here and I go to bookmarks, I have show bookmark bar. Notice you can bookmark this page. You can bookmark all of the open pages. That's the same thing you can do when you come here, right click and say bookmark all tabs. Exact same thing. Or you can go to Bookmark Manager. Notice that it's showing you all your nice little bookmarks and folders down here, but I can also go to Bookmark Manager and it'll show me all of my bookmarks here as well, and in my organization as well. So those are the very, very quick ways to organize your life and use Google Chrome to the best of your ability and to make you productive. Happy bookmarking!